Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video, and in today's video we're hopping into Colosseum Gyukimaru. Is that how you say it? Gyukimaru, the bandit on Bandit's Bridge. I think that's right. I can't remember. The guy that steals Zoro's sword in Wano. That guy. So, we got his 50 stamina Chaos Colosseum today. And in this video, guys, I have 5 teams for you. So, this Colosseum was fairly tricky, as like most Colosseums that come out nowadays are. But let's talk about the unit quickly. He deals 200 times attack to one enemy. He makes quick and in-character slot effects. Type slots have matching slot effects and reduces paralysis and bind for 4 turns. And reduces damage reduction for 4 turns as well. Pretty good. Captain ability, who cares? He has increases base stats of quick and int by 50, which is pretty cool for Komurasaki teams and stuff like that. So he's a pretty good unit, and obviously he's going to be boosted in the treasure map, so that's the big reason why you want to farm him up. His support is just stats, so who cares about that? So yeah, you can also get his limit break materials as well from the Colosseum too. So as I mentioned, guys, I have 5 teams for you guys in this particular video. We have a Chopper Sugar Hybrid team, Shanks Crew team, V3, isn't it? Yeah, V3 Katakuri. We have a hybrid Barto, Cavendish, and Smoker team, and then finally we have a double Sugar team. So in saying that, guys, let's hop in and let's check out the teams. So the first team for the video, guys, is the Chopper and Sugar Hybrid team. So this team actually worked fairly well. Did it quite easily and quite safely too. It is pretty stacked. We do have Shanks Crew, Mask legends on this team, and obviously Chopper as the leader. But basically, if you just bring a friend Sugar, you're just good. You're good to go. So on stage 3, we have Hitetsu. On the Hitetsu stage, we are going to use our Krieg and Jin special to remove the defense up, give us a orb boost, and then use the switch ability of Shanks to give us an attack boost as well. That way we can just blast through Hitetsu there. Stage 4, we have Zoro, and as you guys can see, this whole Colosseum is strength based. Now on our Chopper, we have the support of the rare recruit Valentine's Carrot. I'm pretty sure she's Valentine's. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she came out with the Nami, the Robin badge, V1 Robin. She's gonna remove the chain lock by 2 turns for us, and then we can switch with Shanks, switch with Krieg, so we can switch back into them on the second turn. So we have our full blue roster again. On the second turn, we're going to use our Robbie special. She's going to remove the special bind, and that way we can use our Shanks Crew special and a Mask special. Oh wait, no, we don't use the Mask special actually. Yeah, I kind of stuffed up and I switched with Shanks first. So we're just going to use the Shanks Crew special to make our way into the next stage. You guys don't really need to bring someone through the special bind, as Shanks Crew just sort of carries on this particular stage. His special and switch ability just give so much to the team that, looking at it now, you don't even need the special bind removal, as he has built-in special bind removal as a sub. On the final stage against Gyukimaru, we're going to use the Chopper special to remove the paralysis and the bind. Not overly essential, to be honest, but does help out quite a bit. If you do put out your Mask in the bottom slot, you can actually use Mask first, and that way you can get the attack boost. Or actually, now that I'm looking at it, you actually can't get it twice, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to use the Mask special, use the Chopper special to remove the utility, and then just use Sugar to give us a full team of bears, and then use her super typing for the orb boost as well. Works really well, as you guys can see. It's pretty easy clap. So if you guys need cotton candy and you're looking to farm up Gyukimaru at the same time, that's probably the best way to go about it. Unfortunately, we only got 1 cotton candy drop, but it is what it is. On to the next team now. We have my boy, Shanks Crew. Double Shanks Crew led team. This team does it easy claps. This team has so much damage that it is not even funny. Once again, against Hitetsu, we are going to switch into our crew. And that way we can sort of just tank out the damage that Hitetsu is going to do for the next 3 turns. Well, 4 turns now that I'm really thinking about it, as he puts up that threshold cut. He attacks every 2 turns, so it's not that big of an issue. With the damage reduction that Crew supplies us, we can sort of just stall our way through this and not worry too much about how much damage we are taking. Once we pass Hitetsu, we're going to basically use our specials and blitz the rest of the content anyway. So once the damage reduction buffs on Hitetsu are gone, we can switch with our Shanks Crew and then just use our normal attacks to take him out. I made sure that I stayed as one Shanks and the other Crew. That way I could sort of just utilize the attack boost as well as the higher captain ability as well. Now on the Zoro stage, this is where things get a little bit tricky. So we are going to stall out on the first turn as he gives us full body block orbs. So we do want to get rid of those. Shanks Crew is going to remove the special bind, which is great. And then on our Shanks unit, we have the Markino support to remove the chain lock. So we're going to stall out, make sure you switch into the double Crew. That way you can get extra damage reduction. If you guys don't have Markino, but you have Chopamon, you can replace a Kainu here with Chopamon and then use the carrot support like you guys saw in the first team. Now, on the second turn, we're going to make sure that our captain is Shanks, and that way we can use the Cracker special to get 3 turns of an orb boost to carry into the final stage, and then we can use our friend Shanks Crew for the chain lock. Once we get into the final stage against Gyukimaru, we actually can't use an orb boost, so you need to make sure that you either carry an orb boost through, use a support ability, or use a super typing to get that orb boost. So for this team, we use Cracker. As Shanks is a Psy unit, we get 3 turns of attack and 3 turns of an orb boost, but we use the switch ability of Shanks first to cancel out the attack boost, so that way we can get the bigger attack boost with Sober Mask. Now, when I made this team, just assumed that Treasure Map Luffy had paralysis removal, but unfortunately he doesn't. So lucky for me, I put Peckham's on my Sober Mask, and we had V1 Rayleigh on our Luffy unit. Now, you can put like Valentine's Nami on Sober Mask instead, and then bring like Miguel and Hannibal for the color affinity instead. But you need to make sure that your captain is a quick unit, so make sure you switch with Shanks Crew first. Once you use the Sober Mask special twice, obviously use that first, you can take out Gyukimaru with the 5 units. Now, Gyukimaru, I didn't mention in the last part, he gives you a new debuff where you can only attack with 5 units. Now, obviously, Sugar bypasses that, but bringing a chain locker is obviously essential as you don't have a full 6 attackers. So as you guys saw there, Shanks Crew had heaps of damage with the double Sober Mask special and the orb boost from Cracker, as well as his chain lock. The next team we have is a double V3 Katakuri team. So this team was a lot of fun. It did it. It was fairly finicky to fine tune the endings, but it did it quite well. And big shout out to my homie Kruby for the idea of bringing the V2 Clash Dofi. V2 Clash Dofi gives you the double turn carryover effect, and with that you can carry an orb boost from stage 4 into stage 5. So against a Hitetsu on this stage, we are going to stall out the threshold once again, mainly because we do want to get the super typing of Katakuri active as well. So this is a good turn to do that. On my Katakuri, I have the support of Legend Cracker to remove the chain lock on stage 4. And other than that, there's no real other notable supports besides Corazon on Laffy. Now, Laffy's obviously not boosted on this team, but Laffy's purely here to give us a Dex Orb as well as a huge Orb boost for the final stage. Having the Dex Orb on our Laffy unit lets us break through the barrier, and then with our 4 int units, we actually have enough damage to take out Gyukimaru. So once we finish off Hitetsu with our normal attacks, we can move on to the next stage against Zoro. Don't really worry about Hitetsu too much. He attacks every 2 turns, as I mentioned, so we do have plenty of damage on this team to take him out with normal attacks. He's really handy at getting Katakuri super typing as well, which is the main reason that we don't take him out in 1 turn. So against Zoro now, Zoro is going to special bind us, give us a full body block orbs, locks the chain multiplier. So we have Legend Cracker on our Katakuri unit here. It's the main reason why I built a Katakuri team, because every time I see like chain lock and that, I just immediately think of Legend Cracker support. We have the Fortnite Wedding putting on this team. She's just exceptional as she gives us a full board of orbs, removes the special bind, and locks the chain for us. Then we can use our Laffy support, our Laffy special for the 2.5 times orbs, Katakuri super typing and special for the conditional and attack boost, and then we can lock our orbs and extend the buffs with Clash V2 Dofi. That way we get an orb boost carrying into the final stage. As you guys know, Gyukimaru has an interrupt against orb boosts. Gyukimaru is a thick boy too. He has 36 million HP, which is a lot of HP. So make sure you guys bring a chain locker, because that debuff where you can only attack with 5 units is really annoying. So we have the support of Corazon on our Laffy unit here to remove the bind. Then we can use Katakuri super typing and special for the attack and conditional boost. And finally we can use Nami's special for the 3 times chain lock. Using the Laffy at the start of the chain, we can break the barrier, and then with our 14 units, we have enough damage to take out the 36 million HP pool that is Gyukimaru. Boom. So much damage. Very, very cool team. A lot of fun team. Big shout outs again to the homie Kruby for the idea of using V2 Clash Dofi. And big shout outs to him once again for putting on his Katakuri for me, purely for the video's sake. So shout out to Kruby there. The next team I have for you guys is a driven based team. Now I really wanted to do Smoker. Like Smoker's kind of like really good for this content as well, as he has that carryover super type ability as well. So I thought I'd throw together a Barto Cavendish driven based team with a friend Smoker. That way we can use the same idea with Laffy. And Barto Cavendish giving us the Dex Orb to break the barrier. So we are going to stall out the defensive effects that Hitetsu has on stage 3. And that's fairly easy with the switchability of Barto and Cavendish. They give like 25% damage reduction, and like, I'm not sure what the percentage of healing is, but it's a lot. Like it's quite a bit. Like you were getting like almost 2k healing just on their switchability. And then we're taking 25% less damage. So very, very strong switchability. Unfortunately, Driven just still are so they don't see too much play, but I thought, why not pair them up with Smoker, as Smoker is Driven as well, to utilize Smoker in the newest piece of content. So the switchability of Barto Cavendish helps us out taking out Hitetsu as well here. You can switch into Cavendish there, but you do want to be Barto on the Zoro stage. Now, I totally forgot that you do need to stall a turn against Zoro, so you could have easily switched into Cavendish there and taken out Hitetsu, making it a little bit quicker for you as well. The other units we have on this team, it's pretty free-to-play friendly actually. We have the new Moria and new Kuma that just came out on the Thriller Bark Islands. We have the Clash Bullet, and then we have Tesoro, probably the hardest unit to get. But he's been out for a little while now, so he's amazing for this, as he gives us a chain lock, and he's the reason we can get a orb boost, as we have V1 Dofi support on him, as he's an orb changer. So, as I mentioned, we could have come into this stage as Cavendish, as we could have switched into Barto there, but basically you want to switch into Cavendish on the second turn to take out Zoro. So we are going to stall a turn here, and then we're going to use our Kuma special. Kuma's really, really good for this stage, as he removes 3 turns of chain lock, he removes 3 turns of special bind, and then gives color affinity for characters under 40. So if you've got Sugar and you're looking for a unit to bypass this stage, he's exceptionally well. So max him out and then come back to this Coliseum. We're then going to use the special of Smoker and the switchability of Barto Cavendish. That way we can get a massive attack boost and the orb boost that Barto Cavendish give themselves to take out Zoro. We do want to make sure that we switch into Barto on the final stage. That way we can make sure we get a Dex Orb, but Tesoro is going to guarantee that for us as well. So don't stress too much, but you really need Cavendish to take out Zoro on that particular stage. So on our Kuma unit, we are using the Rare Recruit Jewelry Bonnie. She removes 5 turns of bind. That way we don't have to worry about the bind on this particular stage. Then we can use the Moria special to remove the paralysis. We've got the color affinity with Bullet, and then we can use our Tesoro special to give us a chain lock, and with V1 Dofi support, we can actually get a 1.75 times orb boost to our driven units. Then we can switch into Barto Cavendish, into Barto, and then use the special to get Barto Cavendish out. And that way we have our Dex Orb and a full border orbs to take down Gyukimaru. With the super typing of Smoker as well, just helps us out with that extra damage. That way we just have heaps and heaps of damage to kill Gyukimaru. The final team for this video, guys, is a double Sugar team. Now, Sugar just easy claps this. It's so much fun. Sugar is so much fun. Her ability to just make toy bears and then just let them tap for you is just so cool. So, on Hitetsu, we are going to use Onami. Onami is going to set the defense to 0 and give us a conditional boost. And then we are going to use the free-to-play Fujitora to give us a chain lock. With the chain lock from Fujitora, because we have a driven leader, we actually carry that into the next stage. And as you guys saw, that we had Karina as the support on Nami for some extra orbs. We can basically carry in the chain lock into the next stage against Zoro and not have to worry about the chain lock that he applies to us, which is just really good. It's really handy. But in saying that, we are going to stall a turn to remove the block orbs. Once we've passed that turn and we've gotten rid of the block orbs, we can use Kurosawa to remove the special blind, which is excellent. Kurosawa is just an amazing rare recruit. It's so good. And then we have the new jewelry Bonnie to give us an attack boost on this stage and then carry it into the next stage as well. Then we can use our Sugar special to turn everyone into bears, except for our other Sugar, and then use the super typing of one of our Sugars to get an orb boost on this particular stage. Then we can just let the bears do the work. Bop, bop, bop. Hobby. So cool. This is such a cool mechanic. It's just crazy. The extra chain buff that she gives them is like each bear as well. It's just nuts. So cool. So the final stage against Gyukimaru, he puts up the 5 turns of bind and the 3 turns of paralysis. But with Sugar, we just don't even have to worry about that. Just not even a little bit. So we have the ace support for color affinity on our quick units, and then we can use the special of Sugar to turn our other Sugar into a bear, and then use the super typing to give us an orb boost. And with that, we can say goodbye to Gyukimaru. So there you guys go. There were my 5 teams against the new Chaos Coliseum Gyukimaru. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. If you want to stay up to date with more OPTC content I post, hit the big red subscribe button too. But guys, most importantly, enjoy the rest of your day. Again, I thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Lights!